Hi everyone, it's Fitz from Ireland. We're here in the media room for the Air Lingus Classic. And interesting, Kansas State usually plays, a North Dakota open the season, not a significant conference game. And significant not just because it's conference games. These are two ranked teams, the first time this game has had that. So that is an interesting little twist. And also it's a rivalry. So there's a lot of moving parts with this game, including the gamesmanship. We're seeing that at a level that honestly I haven't seen since Bill Snyder retired. The worry, the concern about this thing you're doing in practice might get out. So we had a brief open session at practice today when we thought we would be able to film. And we were told when we arrived we couldn't film. And in fact, as they were trying to herd us out into this area, it took a while, and they were like, you have to leave. They were going to show things that, honestly, they didn't want out. And honestly, I think we've probably shared that with our subscribers to a degree. And there will be some things different about this team that you'll see on Saturday. And you know what? Another layer of this was the injury report. The first time we've ever had that. Again, for an old fart who covered Bill Snyder, having pregame injury reports is a shock to the system. And even though Chris Kleiman hasn't been as paranoid about it, I'm not sure as a coach you really want all of that out there. And honestly, I'm not sure it is all out there. Ryan Davis's name appearing on the injury report was a little bit surprising. We've heard so much about him in the fall, and we expected him probably to be a starting defensive end or be a significant rotation piece because of everything we've heard. But he's out. And then we see Gunnar Maldonado, who we only saw briefly at a practice earlier this year, who hasn't been around. We haven't heard anything about him or that he would be playing, and then he was probable on this injury report. That really caught me off guard. Is he prepared to play after missing so much practice? And will he be needed for other reasons? So this game just has this status about it for both programs and the conference that is really kind of hard to put a quantitative amount on it. It's hard to measure that, and probably we won't know until after the game or down the road. If the winner of this game, let alone both teams, play exceptionally well, it's entertaining football. The brand is out there, and all of college football gets to see that dudes like Avery Johnson and Austin Romaine and Dylan Edwards and VJ Payne, they can play other places. They can play at the big programs. It doesn't matter. I mean, we just saw the former K-State quarterback who was going to be in a battle with Avery Johnson win a national title. And so this ongoing perception that the Big 12 doesn't play good enough football, doesn't have good enough players, I think an educated college football fan is going to be able to watch this game if they play well and say, that's a pretty good team. I wouldn't want to play them. I think preparation leading into this and how you handle the travel is really hard to understand. We asked the players just a little bit ago about their adjustment. They got off a plane, as Austin Romaine said, they practiced in Manhattan, showered, traveled to Kansas City, got on a plane, got here, had a couple hours on the ground, and practiced. And it felt like it was back-to-back. And in between there was, assuming there was some sleep on the plane. There wasn't for me, and those guys are big too. It's hard to sleep in an airplane chair if you're a wider-shouldered guy. They're going to get plenty of sleep tonight. Chris Kleiman said, knocking everything off at 8, and we might even let them sleep in until 10 tomorrow to try to get them fully acclimated. Now, I haven't had no problem with the time change, and I know a lot of people go through that. I was told some tricks, and it worked. So that's all good. I'm less worried now that I've gone through that about that. I'm being watched right now by the K-State Sports Information crew, and it's a little unnerving. It's like stalkers. I don't know. But we'll have plenty more coverage. And I hope you're subscribing to GoPowercat.com. Of course, with the preseason special, it's going right now, 50% off. Get that subscription. Make sure you're subscribed to this YouTube channel, of course. And all those comments and likes and all that good stuff really helps us. Folks, it's football season. We've got some great scoop right now in Fitz's 5 over at GoPowercat, but it's behind the paywall, so you have to subscribe. And we have so much coverage coming from you. We're now full gear covering this football game. Well, I say that, but after we're done with all of this, producing this, pushing it up, we're 5 hours ahead of you, or 6 hours, excuse me. I'm going to go get a pint. I haven't done enough of that. I'm really ashamed as a Fitzgerald. I have not accomplished enough drinking.